Hi everyone and welcome back to Within a Budget, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Paula and today I'm going to share our meals of the week with you. I don't know if any of you saw our previous video for this. We weren't feeling very well on the Sunday, so we didn't have our usual roast dinner. I obviously already had the chicken in the fridge that needed using, so I did this on Monday because I also had plans for the rest of the chicken that was left over throughout the week. My husband and my daughter actually went into the kitchen whilst I was doing other things and surprised us with a dessert, and they made a bread and butter pudding together, which I thought was really sweet. We really like this dessert and they've been fancying it for a while, so yeah, this is what they made. On Tuesday we had a Thai green curry. So we used the leftover chicken from the roast. We had 1/4 cup of Thai green curry paste. We used 1/2 cup of chicken stock, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of lime juice, 1 teaspoon of fish sauce, 1/2 a diced onion, as many jalapenos as you want or cut up into little pieces, salt and pepper to taste, 1 can of coconut milk, and as much rice as you want. This is a little ingredient heavy and it is a little bit hot. So my daughter doesn't exactly love this dinner because it's just too hot for her. So I've decided I'm going to make her just a single portion of the Mayflower chicken curry. This is all that we put in it. So it's the mushrooms, the onions, she's got some peas and sultanas, and she'll have some of the chicken that I've set aside for the curry. So to start with, I just sort of soften the onions and the jalapenos. Then I'd add my minced garlic. Next to go in is the coconut milk, the Thai curry paste, and the brown sugar. This just sort of all goes in and mixes together, and then you add your chicken stock. If you don't like your curries not watery, but if you prefer them on the thicker side, I would hold back some of the chicken stock and sort of add it gradually, maybe to see how much it actually reduces to your preferred taste. So once this is all mixed together, we add the lime juice and the fish sauce, and then it just kind of comes to a simmer. Sorry, my dog's here running around. It just comes to a simmer and just reduces down. So I've actually started doing my daughter's here, and I say hers, I've added in the chicken now, and I'll add in our chicken. We tend to prefer our chicken in curries to kind of almost start falling apart. We don't like big chunks of chicken. So, I mean, you cook it exactly how you like it yourselves if you are actually going to try this recipe. Just give it a good mix through and just leave it all to cook together. I say the chicken takes on the flavours and it will continue to reduce the fluids. So yeah, this is what we've got. So I'm trying to make sure that I use 2 different spoons for both different curries, because I say she really, although it's a hot curry, it's a really tasty curry, but she can't stand the heat on this one. If you yourself don't like a huge amount of heat, you can always add a bit more sort of sugar into it, or a bit of cream. A bit more lime juice as well, I believe, helps it. But I say we're almost there with this one. It's come into the thickness that we like, and the rice is almost cooked. So this is it all plated up. As you can see, I say it's not a wet mess on the plate. I say it has definitely thickened up for us. If you like a hot but tasty curry, I would definitely try this one. And here's my daughter's little separate portion. I say she's sweet. She felt really pleased that I would make her a separate little curry tonight, because I say it's not fair if you know that they don't like it, and they've tried it at least a few times and they still don't like it. I will always make something different. So on Wednesday, we just had a chicken and asparagus pie that we had in the freezer. I did this with just some honey roasted carrots and some new potatoes. I should have done more carrots because they always go down really well. But I mean, with this meal, some of us have it with gravy and some of us choose to just put some butter on the potatoes. My family are not massive pie eaters, but I really enjoy it. So I do appreciate that they will have it every now and again for me. On Thursday, we had Mongolian beef. I had some spring onions that were in the fridge that were starting to look a bit sorry for themselves. So, and some beef in the freezer that also needed using. This is a really easy recipe to follow. It is actually from the Pinch of Nom recipe books, but I don't follow any recipes to the T, and I don't use sweetener, I use brown sugar with this one, so it's not as healthy as it should be. Obviously, I've changed the quantities. I don't put as much brown sugar in as what they call for sweetener. And we just serve this with some chopped spring onions on top and a little bit of sesame seeds, but it's a really nice recipe. I say it takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to cook in the oven, but definitely worth it. On Friday, this is our If It night. If you've been here before, you know I try not to cook on a Friday. So my husband had this chicken curry that was in the freezer. And my daughter actually asked when we popped into the shop if she could have this vegetable gyozas for her If It's night. And to be honest, she doesn't ask for a lot. They don't ever complain that we don't get takeout as often as probably people would like. So I thought, you know what, why not? I should have remembered, because I'm sure that we've had this one a little while ago, that I didn't like it. So she actually ended up eating all of hers and then half of mine as well, because it's not for me. And I hope that I remember next time we go into the shop not to get it for myself. On Saturday, we were still doing work in the house. So tea was a little bit sort of easy tonight. So we had breaded chicken, like fillets, and some bacon rashers I cooked. And then we did it with a plate of salad, and we just kind of make up our own wraps to the table. I say we'll take like the cheese through as well, and everybody can help themselves to whatever sauces they want. I had some leftover new potatoes, so I turned them into sort of fried potatoes, but this does work better with roast potatoes, I think. And then on Sunday we just had roast pork. I don't know if any of you remember, I was trying to use up the Stilton that I got out of a Too Good To Go bag a little while ago, and I actually made cheesy leeks. I'm not afraid to freeze portions of things like that, so we actually pulled some of them out that were in the freezer, and I made up some extra stuffing balls this time, so my freezer is now full of them. And when I say we just pull things out as and when we need them. But yeah, this was our meals of the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gives you some ideas. Have a great week, and I really hope to see you again soon. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to give a like or subscribe, because I'd love to have you here. All right, bye.